First at noon, a historic decision in Iowa this morning. The state Supreme Court splits on a major abortion ruling, keeping abortion legal in Iowa up to 20 weeks. KCCI Chief Investigative Reporter James Stratton read through the decision. James.
And Alex, that decision 64 pages long. Justices split on it to lift the injunction blocking Iowa's law banning abortion after 6 weeks. That split will keep abortion legal, as you mentioned, up to 20 weeks in our state. The state requested the block be lifted last summer. While justices don't typically write an opinion on a split decision, some felt it was necessary here. The 3-3 split comes after Justice Oxley recused. In the opinion to keep the injunction, Justice Waterman says reversing it would be legislating from the bench. He goes on to say other state courts have not reversed their decision after the Dobbs decision. He says, quote, "It would be ironic and troubling for our court to become the first state Supreme Court in the nation to hold that trash set out in a garbage can for collection is entitled to more constitutional protection than a woman's interests in autonomy and dominion over her own body," end quote. He wrote that, referring to a 2021 decision in which the court barred police from searching through trash without a warrant in Iowa. Now, 3 justices supported lifting that 6-week ban, which would allow the law to take effect. In that opinion, Justice McDonald states courts do have the authority to dissolve an injunction based on changes in both fact or law despite a period of time. McDonald writes in part, quote, "The district court failed to adhere to the controlling precedents, erred and acted illegally when it concluded that it lacked the authority to modify a permanent injunction more than a year after its entry," end quote. Of course, there is much more to this ruling, 64 pages long, coming up tonight at 5 and 6. I'll bring you further context on why the justices ruled in the way they did. Alex?
James, thank you. And Governor Kim Reynolds says she's disappointed with today's decision. The governor released a statement shortly after the court's ruling was released, saying she's reviewing her options and preparing to continue the fight for the unborn. Iowa House Democratic leader Jennifer Confer says while today's ruling is a victory for reproductive rights, she knows the fight is far from over. And Planned Parenthood says today's ruling allows Iowans to have the right to control their own bodies. Ruth Richardson with Planned Parenthood says the ruling also allows them to continue providing abortion care in Iowa. Today's decision comes nearly a year after the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. That landmark 1973 ruling by the High Court guaranteed a constitutional right to abortion, but the majority of justices struck it down. Judge Samuel Alito called the 50-year ruling egregiously wrong. The Iowa Supreme Court overturned its 2018 abortion rights ruling last year as well, saying the Iowa Constitution does not give women a fundamental right to abortion.